For a developing economy like India, an epidemic like COVID 19 not only poses a threat to the health of its citizens, it also puts a question mark on its overall economic survival. We as a nation are already slipping into an economic crisis. Now, at this moment, the question arises what the government should do to prevent such a situation. Hey friends, I'm Santosh Sinha, and today I'm going to analyze the current economic situation, its causes, and the probable steps that the government can take to prevent the country from slipping into the economic crisis. The current crisis can be divided into two parts. One, no jobs, no income, and therefore no income tax. Well, it's a vicious circle for the government. Because of this current no job, no work, and no income situation prevailing in the market, a large section of tax paying individuals might default, and therefore this may cause a reduction in the overall tax revenue for the government. If that happens, it will be a challenge for the government to execute their socio-economic reforms. And the second part of the problem is no income and therefore no EMIs. Well, it's an even bigger problem because it creates a direct threat to the entire banking system in the form of NPAs. At a time when people are finding it difficult to meet their ends, they might not opt for repayment of EMIs, rather, they might go for surrendering their loans. If that happens, it will be a challenge not only for the banking system but for the entire infrastructure and real estate sector as well. This will be a bigger challenge, a bigger mess for the government to solve. So, what the government can do to solve the problem? Well, the government can look at addressing the situation with some short-term and long-term measures. When you talk about short-term, there are two steps that the government can take. Step one, ask the banks to lower their lending rates. See, the RBI has already reduced the repo rate significantly. It's time for the banks to cut the rates. Can the banks lower their lending rates to 2 to 3% or 3 to 4%? If that happens, it will give a big boost to those who are finding it difficult to repay their EMIs. If that happens, it will also ensure a continuous flow of fund in the market and in the form of cheap loans to the segments like MSME and other business entities. The other step that the government can take in the short term is bailout packages. Announce some bailout packages for the sectors like MSME, aviation, and tourism. See, if we combine these three sectors, they provide almost 30 to 40% of entire employment in the country. The government can define the quantum of the bailout, but it is a required step that the government should do. However, there is a disclaimer. The government must not announce these steps till the lockdown is over. Because currently there is a shortage of supply in the market, and if the government pumps in funds in the market, it might cause inflation. Therefore, government must take into consideration each and every factor and then come out with the steps. And now coming to the long run, the government must shift its focus towards developing the manufacturing sector. See, we are already doing good in services. We are doing decent in agriculture. Now it's time to shift focus towards manufacturing because then only we will be able to safeguard the employment as well as investment in the market. The government may design small economic clusters, the manufacturing hubs, which will be spread across the nation. It can define the monetary benefits that it will give to the manufacturers, those who put their plants there. And if that happens, it will also solve one more problem, the problem of migrant laborers that we are currently facing. Promoting manufacturing sector will ensure adequate employment opportunities in each and every state for all the laborers who are currently migrating to other states for employment. Well, we know that the government and its machineries are working day and night to draft the solutions. What we suggest to them is to look at the problem minutely and draft the solutions which are long lasting. We know that every crisis brings an opportunity as well. We hope that the current COVID-19 also teaches us how to be self-sufficient and value what we have and bring the best out of them. Thank you for watching us. We'll be back with more such inputs and insights. Thanks again.